these 7 speakers all have the same drivers in them. And all the drivers were taken from speakers like these. And this will be the control condition in our experiment. And these are the speakers that the drivers are taken from. And this is, I guess we'll call the classic. It's a sphere just barely touching another sphere. And the idea was that, 2 ideas, that on the outside sound would wrap around, whereas here sound would come to this edge and then diffract. So this edge would act as another source of sound. Whereas here, the sound would wrap around, and we would only get 1 point source of sound from here. And the other idea is that on the inside, these cube corners will reflect sound at the back of your driver and cause distortion. And so spheres for those 2 reasons. This, instead of being touching at just a point, this blends the 2 spheres together. And we're not too sure what that will do with the sound. And these first 2, the front is aligned, just like this speaker is. The fronts of the 2 speakers are aligned. But there may be advantages to aligning the magnets of the 2 speakers so that the sound comes out in phase. And so this differs from this one in that respect, right? This is right up front, and this is moved back a little bit to align the magnets of the 2 speakers. And then we weren't sure about what happens with the sound that comes and hits this. So there's this one is the pogo that would let sound wrap all the way around both spheres. And then these 2 were investigating a different way of manufacturing. Like, all of these would be made a front half and a back half of this sphere. They get joined together, and then I have to do a lot of work to hide where the 2 were joined. And this has a front half and a back half, and the 2 get joined. Actually, some of these I was able to rotomold in one piece, but bigger ones won't work that way. So if the real speakers are going to be a 4-way, we could save a lot of time by molding the front half of all of them together in one piece and mold the back half of everything in one piece. And that's how this was made. And I've been told that I've ruined it because sound won't diffract here, but it'll wrap around here, and then we'll get diffraction here, where it hits this and then again here. And so that may be a disadvantage. So I was told, well, if you're going to try this, try grinding away as much of the flange as you can. And that leads to this. It's basic. It was made exactly like this, except I just ground away a bunch of material, leaving a very small flange. And so we're going to do sweep tests, sweep through all the frequencies, and some other acoustic tests. And the question is, which one will sound better? Which one would you like in your house if you had to choose? Which one looks better?